So welcome back to another weekly video. Welcome to all our new subscribers. Difficult week this week content wise, to be honest. The weather has been absolutely horrendous, so we've been doing a lot of workshop jobs, to be fair, which you'll see. So please bear with us. Like I say, it's not the most exciting video. So Friday today, we've actually got queens coming this morning, so mad panic. I'm going to head out to some apiaries now. We're going to make up 20 nukes ready for these queens arriving, and then the queen rank nukes we're going to move over to some of the rapeseed sites, just so they can make the most of natural nectar flow and pollen. So, which you'll see next week. So again, not the most exciting video this week. Stick with us as the weather picks up. We'll be doing more and more and hopefully start trickling a couple of videos a week out. So this is what we've been up to this week anyway. So I've decided to venture out the workshop and come and visit a couple of sites. I mean, just for a break really. Like most places in the UK, it's been relentless rain now for what seems like forever. Definitely all this week. So after looking at a long range forecast over the past month or so, putting all that time, effort and expense into the bees and hopefully getting them ready for the early spring nectar flow from the rapeseed or canola, depending on where you are. We've just been poured on now for days and days and days that the ground literally cannot take anymore. I mean, this is the state of our apiaries. Just look at them. Not only the bees missing out on nectar and pollen here now, but we've also got queens coming next week, and I need to get at least 20 splits done before next Thursday. I mean, it was torrential yesterday, high winds. It's just demoralising. And there you go, blowing the tops off the hives. It's a good job I've got round. It's another one off there. And this is what we're up against. It's just like winter again. I'm going to take a little peek into this one because it felt very light. Oh no, we're still okay. So we've actually got some bees here still braving the weather. These girls are out flying in the rain. I think they're the only ones though. Another strip I need to tighten up. So yeah, this is what you expect in winter, not in early spring. So all the nukes are stacked here, ready to go, ready to make these splits. We just need the weather to do so now. I think the only window is going to be Friday. Looked at the forecast, and up to now, it's probably our best day. We've got markets again over the weekend, we're busy, so we're going to have to do it Friday, come rain or shine. There's another one here, the girls are just stood in the entrance, just waiting to go. So you might be able to see there's the odd bee out flying in the rain. So as I think I said the other week, literally a couple of 100 metres of this site there's rapeseed, so there's a good chance they've found that. Anyway, we'll head over to one of our rapeseed sites and we'll go and see what's going on there. So this is a late sown crop here. So although it's quite patchy on the headland, you can see it's only just coming into flower. So it's a good 2-3 weeks behind the crop where we've just seen on the other side of those hedgerows. So it should give us that late flow that we might be needing. If not, it'll just be a Brucey bonus. So welcome back again to our little workshop shed. So this is actually my second attempt at recording this. I recorded it all yesterday, only to discover that we had no audio. So we're back in again. I don't know if you can hear outside as well. That it's absolutely pouring down. Still feels like it's not stopped since November last year. So we've just been getting some inside jobs done. As you'll see, we've got a load of second-hand timber, a load of second-hand marine ply that we've cut down to size. So I was lucky enough to get my hands on probably a dozen sheets of this 18mm marine ply and various lengths of 3x2 and things like that. So a good friend of mine has a woodworking shop out that he's actually moving out of, and these were the old workbenches. As you can see, they look like they've taken some small limbs fire by the look of it, but yeah, plenty of drilling and usage out of these tables. So our plan is to turn them into migratory roofs and other bits and bobs. So job for today is cut these up into manageable sizes. So we've been making multifunction crown boards and just having a little play with a few other projects while we're here. So one other thing we've been making in large numbers is our migratory roofs, which we're going to show you. But we've also had a little play with a crown board with multiple holes in it. And the plan is just have a little play. We're going to put some starter strips in these in our honey jars, and they will just sit on top of the crown board as such, and the bees can build some natural comb. Don't know how it'll turn out. I don't know what I'm going to do with them if the bees fill them. But just going to have a play and we'll have a look at it as the season progresses. One thing to make sure, if you are going to have a go at this, pretty much a guaranteed way to make your bees swarm. Also, once they fill those jars, there's no more room to store honey, so it can trigger swarming, so you've got to be on the ball with it. So what we've done, we've just built our eek using 20mm timber, and then we've just got 4.5mm plywood that are fastened to the bottom. Obviously we've then got a slightly larger, deeper bee space to allow for the neck of the jar, and then the sizings are put a 1cm border on the outside, and then they're 8cm squares in a grid pattern all the way along. And then all we've done then is just bored out the holes for the centres for the jars to sit in. Nice and easy. Like I said, we'll just have a play with this, see what happens. A bit of content if nothing else. So this is the footage that we filmed yesterday, just showing you how we went through it step by step. So as I've said, we've also started working on some migratory roofs. Now the reason I wanted to go down this route, some of you will already know that we move our bees around a hell of a lot during the season to target different crops and different nectar flows. So I know a number of other bee farmers, when they're moving their hives about, they use a ventilated screen board or eek, something like that. What we were doing, we're moving them around with the roof still on. But ultimately, this takes up, one, quite a lot of space and allows quite a bit of movement of the brood boxes underneath the roofs. So I wanted to mitigate this by using a migratory roof. So the plan is not to keep these on all year round. It's just for those colonies that we move about through the season, thus enabling us to stack them too high, getting more hives on a trailer. So yeah, getting a bigger trailer might be an option, but we're going to go down this route first. So using the plant that my friend donated to us, we've cut it down to size. So it's 460 wide, which is our national brood box size, and we've just oversized it a little bit lengthwise by, I think, 4 mil. It just allows us no messing about when we're setting the roofs onto the brood boxes. And on the sides of the roof, and then we've just got some timber cut for bee spaces. Should enable us then, if we need to, early on in the season, to feed pollen patties underneath without too much hassle. So I'll take you through it step by step how we're going to do it. You may have already noticed as well, we've pre-drilled a hole in the top. We've got some plugs for this, and it will just enable us then to also put feed on these should we need to. So we're not using any specialist equipment or anything like that. Like I say, we've ripped it all down on the table saw. I mean, you could do this yourself at home, or you could take it to a woodworking shop and get it done if you wanted to do so. Or you might just like watching how we do our bits and bobs. So wood glue, staples, and a couple of different size screws. Just be careful if you're using any power tools or any staples or anything like that. As I went through my thumb yesterday with one. And there we have it. Another migratory national roof, complete with feed hole and cap, ready to get painted and good to go for this season. So again, well done if you've made it this far. It's not been the best of vlogs this week. With the weather and whatnot, so bees are certainly getting busier. There's plenty of brood in some of these boxes. I've just had a little nosy. You can actually smell the nectar now of the rapeseed. So fingers crossed. We have a better year than we had last year, and we actually get a decent cropping. We've done everything we can now. It's just over to the weather. So until next week, enjoy your beekeeping, and I'll see you again.